Welcome back to another episode of Whisper with Imoli, and this is Violetta TV. On today's show, we have a very interesting guest, and apart from the guest, we also have a colleague who will introduce herself later on. So, chill. I want to thank you guys for subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, please do, because in here we have the gist. You're not ready, guys. So let me introduce you to my guest, who is... Ta-da! Welcome.
Thank you.
I call her Ngina because I know her by Ngina.
Yeah, but everyone else calls me the host.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, I called a friend of mine and I was like, do you know this chick who is called Ngina? And she was like, no, I don't know Ngina. And then when I mentioned the host, they were like, so you were speaking about the host.
Yeah, so that's the brand name.
Ooh,
yeah,
how do you feel about that?
No, it means I'm making sense. Yeah.
So how have you been?
I've been great. Good to be here. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much. You said I'm interesting at the beginning. I hope I'm interesting.
Of course you are.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, guy. Pressure.
And on that side is my colleague. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Delyne.
Delyne. Yeah. Okay, so Delyne is my colleague for Violetta TV. You'll see a lot more of her.
Okay.
So I love your hair. Every time I see you shows, I'm like, plug me. And I'm glad you are here today.
Thanks for having me. Of course, I was gonna come. It's like no brainer. I'm coming.
So I have a few questions for you.
Sure.
Maybe we start with you letting us know, let the people know who Ngina is, the host. Probably most people know you as the host, but they don't know you.
Who is Violetta Ngina? Yeah. Violetta Ngina and the host are pretty much the same people, only that the brand name is the host because I'm that host, you know. But anyway, my real name is of course Violetta Ngina. I am a sister, a daughter, a mom to a fantastic 5-year-old. Well, soon to be 5-year-old in November. And when I'm not being any of that, I mean, when I step out of my family zone, I am the host. I'm a presenter. I am a writer. I am a narrator. I am a storyteller. I am just the host, doing the host things. Just hosting.
She's amazing. I told you.
Yeah, that's just the host.
So why the host?
Because, first of all, the host. You see how the name started last year. Because I was just doing me, presenting, just talking as usual. And then I realized there's a lot of, on my comment section, the host with the most. 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 You know, so everyone's like, the host with the most. And then one of my closest friends, like my closest friend, he's called Daniel. He would be like all the time, the host with the most, the host with the most. I was like, actually, you know what? You're like giving me ideas with this name. But you know, there's so many people who call themselves the MC with the most, the host with the most, you know. I was like, I'm not going to go that direction. I'm not any of this. What I am is the host. Yeah, you know. So after that, I was like, you know what, this is gonna be my name. I'm so serious about it. I'm even about to trademark it. Yeah, that's how crazy I am about it. But it just came from my viewers and Daniel, who all the time used to tell me, the host with the most. Every small thing I post, the host with the most. It's like, okay, thanks for the idea, but it's the host. Thank you very much.
I knew you back when you were working at KTN.
Yeah.
And then I knew you as Ngina.
Yeah.
So there's this time I was searching you on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm searching Ngina. I can't find Ngina, but I see the host. I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Recently, I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
I was impressed by that name because it represents your brand.
Yes, it does.
So
100.
Which is really good. Wow.
I love it.
How do you feel that
I feel great. I feel good because for me, in an industry where Yeah, it's a public eye, and you could be famous for very many things, right? You could be famous for good things and bad things altogether, and it's a very crazy space to be at. So for people to choose to associate me with that thing that I really love the most, then it means I'm making sense, and I'm making sense in what I wanted to make sense in. You know, so for people to choose to accept the name and choose to believe the name and choose to ride with the name. I got here and one of the big bosses around there was like, the host. I was like,
That's me.
yeah, you know. So for me, it's a constant reminder. Every time I hear someone call me the host, every time I hear someone shout the name the host, that it means whatever I'm doing is making sense.
Yeah.
It's making sense, and I'm probably on your faces for all the right reasons, right? 150% honey child.
Oh,
Yes.
that's really lovely.
Yeah, I love it.
So, Delyne, would you want to?
Yeah. What do you like most about your job?
What I like most about my job?
Yeah.
There's so many things I love about my job. There's
Okay,
so
just
many
give us
things, but I will name.
Yeah.
Okay, the fact that I have the voice to let people know what's up, and people sit down to hear what I have to say. So what that does to me, it makes me realize I can't say crap.
Yeah, because that's really good because not so many people can speak the way you do.
Yeah.
So,
And they don't have to speak the way I do because also I can't speak like the way other presenters do, and they're good also. But for me, the thing I adore most and probably one of the things I respect the most about my job is the power I hold behind the microphone. Wow. So the moment I choose to be on air, to be live, to be emceeing, then I realize I have this amount of people listening to me.
Yeah.
So please make it worth their time. Tell them something.
Okay, so on that, how old were you when you realized you have that talent?
Of being a presenter? Let me tell you mine now.
I can't wait to hear.
Seriously, let me tell you. And I don't even think anyone has ever asked me this question. But to be honest, no, actually, I'm so happy to answer this question. So when I was a young girl, personally growing up, I've always been the star. Like, we are having a birthday. There's a birthday in the estate. Guess who's performing? There's something going on in the house. Guess who's gonna narrate it? Oh, there was a saga somewhere. Guess who knows the tea? It's me. You know, but you know, at the time, I'm just like young. I'm just being me. I love music. And then now, I realized that even when you go for parties and be made to sing, and then now when I was in primary school, and my primary school friends who are now grown like I am, remind me how when a teacher wasn't coming to class, the teacher would appoint me to entertain the class.
Yeah.
So I knew from the word go, I was going to be an entertainer.
This is your part.
I knew I was going to be an entertainer. I knew. And then I have an uncle of mine who lives in the village. Back in the day, I went to the village. My uncle told me one day, I cannot wait for you to grow up so I can keep seeing you on TV because you have to be on TV. And now I think about it, I'm like, yeah. So the fact that everyone around me growing up, and I think I'm so happy they pushed me to continuously being that lead person. They never made me fall back into my cocoon of learn to calm down. I have never been a calm person. I don't even know how you guys behave calm. Me, I'm always ready to, I have something to say, you know? So I always knew I was going to be an entertainer. But then because you're in school and you're supposed to also have like a serious profession that you're aspiring to partake, I knew I was going to be a lawyer. Wow. Because I'm very,
So you started the law? You studied
No,
law?
I didn't study law, but when I was in school, because you see the way when you're in school and someone asks you, what do you want to be when you grow up? Everyone has serious professions. Engineer, a doctor. Lawyer. You can't say entertainer. That would be like, what is my mom paying school fees for?
This is a joke.
Yes, I knew it was going to be a lawyer. And I feel like if I didn't branch into this, I would honestly be a lawyer because I am the defender of human rights. You don't want to get in trouble with me. I'll check you, all your ancestors, everyone. But basically, I think growing up and everyone around me just making me feel like I have to always be like the center stage and say things made me realize, you know what, I actually could be. So I tried to focus on news anchoring. Yeah, because news anchor, Julie Gishuru.
Who wouldn't want to be?
Catherine Kasavuli is there, Sophie Kenny is there. You're seeing all these fantastic ladies and they're doing the most. So I'm like, even me with my newspaper, I'm trying to do news. And then I was like, I'm too lit for news. Like my personality be a bit too much to just sit back like this. I want to.
Cameras all of you.
Yeah, I don't know, when you're doing news, you have to like sit straight. Your arms are like this.
Yes.
Straight.
Focus.
Yeah. And you have to be like, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And in the bulletin of tonight, the president took a
Your energy is too much for that.
Me, I want to you see? Let me tell you.
Are you aware of this?
All the gossip.
I want to, even if I'm saying things that are not about celebrities and I'm just talking about societal issues, I want to, friend.
You express yourself.
Yeah.
Did you hear this?
So I say, Julie Gishuru, you're fantastic, but
No.
peace. Peace. Yeah, so finding my niche as lifestyle talk show presenter has been like my home. And I love it here. And I'm probably going to be on your screens for a very long time.
That's really nice.
Yeah, pretty much.
So apart from being an entertainer, do you have any other ventures you've ventured in? Or are you looking forward to venturing into something else?
life revolves around cameras and production. So even when I'm not being on TV hosting a show, I am emceeing a show somewhere, or I am creating a concept for a client who wants me to be on board for something, or that's basically my life. Or I'm creating skits with actors and blah blah blah. So my life revolves
Entertainment is
All the way.
you.
Yeah, like I just say it's more of entertainment, lifestyle, and societal issues, because not every day I'm telling you about Chris Brown. Not every day I'm telling you, but I'm still gonna let you know what Chris Brown did. Don't get it twisted. But I do pretty much everything that is, entertainment and lifestyle, and it's societal issues, just information that you need to have, information that you need to know, and I'll tell it to you in a way that you'd want to hear. Yeah, I'm not gonna be hard on you. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun on my show.
Who wouldn't?
We're fun. We're cool. I'm popping like that.
I also have before your question. I know you have a question. But before that, you've also mentioned you're a mom. How do you manage your career and
being a mom?
Yeah.
I have a son, he's 5, he's amazing. It's not been the easiest thing, to be honest, but also not the hardest thing, but definitely the most fulfilling thing for sure. Juggling is crazy, because as a mom, you don't really know what the hell you're doing every day, but you're doing something. So being a young mom and a single mom is not like a walk in the park, but I have a very supportive family. Like, I would die without my mom. I would be a corpse without my dad. So when I have to work late, they'll come and step in.
That's
so
really
because being an MC or working, sometimes productions go all the way to midnight. And now we have COVID and all that is like kind of put on hold. But you have times when you're home at 3 a.m. and then you're expected to be up by 7 a.m. You have mom guilt for sure. I have serious mom guilt. Sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, I know my son misses me. So that makes it, what that does for me, it makes me realize I can't be shitty, because my son would be enjoying me now. But I'm not there, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this production A1, so that at least I can be like, you know what,
I did this.
I want to be with you.
But I have to do
I
this.
couldn't, but see what we did. I want to look at it and be like, it was worth it.
He's proud.
So I have to find a balance for sure. I have to find a balance. Either it's doing homework with him, or trying as much as I can to drop him in school when I can, or make sure I have no bookings for Sunday for work, but sometimes
you can
have
spend time with him.
and just.
Give him the love.
I think for kids, it's just loving on them. They don't really care so much about what you're buying them.
But the love.
Just love on your kids. I'm sure my son knows that. I got you. I got you. I might not see you as much because mama has to be out here talking all day. But I feel like he knows what's up. He knows what's up.
Let's go back to your house. In your fridge. What's What's that one thing that you never miss in the fridge?
Ice cream, baby girl.
Oh, which
Okay.
which flavor?
Whatever. It has to be ice
So
cream.
long as it's ice cream.
Whatever.
Okay.
Ice cream
Why?
for sure.
Yes.
Because I eat ice cream even when it's raining. I eat ice cream.
You're not
That's
afraid
risky
of
though.
tonsils?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not to brag, but I have health insurance.
Oh,
No, seriously. No, I have I cannot do without ice cream. Let me tell you. I'll tell you 3 things that I can't do without.
Okay.
I cannot do without ice cream, for sure.
Okay.
I cannot do without. I don't like the fact that I'm saying this, but I can't do without Coca-Cola in my fridge.
guys. Even before we got here, Ngina had a bottle of Coca-Cola.
It's
I'm like,
actually
you know what are you drinking? Coca-Cola. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and it's
that's
cold.
that's a drink I would never consider. You know, like the way
I
Coca-Cola
cannot
has
do without
gas.
Coca-Cola.
So you don't take any other soda apart from
No.
You love Coca-
How?
Oh,
But how?
Coca-Cola, please.
Coca-Cola.
ambassador.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
You're missing out.
And if you look at those ads that Coca-Cola do, they like girls with melanin and all. I don't know why they haven't approached me yet. I am a walking
You have
billboard.
it all. Huh?
Right? Don't you think?
They should.
We will fix the things that you think I don't have. I promise. So I can't do without ice cream. I can't do without Coca-Cola for sure. And cheese. Yeah, I eat a lot of cheese for sure.
Wow. So guys, what can't you do without?
We have a BA here.
Comment on the
Yeah,
comment
those are my
section.
3.
Let us know what you can't do without.
Hey, ice cream, Coca-Cola, cheese. Good.
Eish,
Yeah.
eish. So, what made you leave KTN, by the way? Probably people don't know because they were seeing you in KTN.
What made me leave KTN? It was
Yeah.
time. It was time. I had served my time there. I had given you everything I could give you. Now I had to go and explore new grounds. And as we explore this new ground, we are also going to explore other grounds.
Yeah.
You can never be in one place forever because the more you
have
grow,
to
the more opportunities come, the more you also dare yourself to get out of your comfort zone. Because you know in KTN, you have producers who are doing almost everything for you. So now you're branching out as an individual and you're producing yourself and you're hosting and you're doing everything and you're like, let's see how good we can do this thing. So, I mean, I don't ever want to get comfortable. I don't ever want to feel like I'm there. I don't want to ever feel like, even when I call myself the host and I'm here telling people I'm that host, don't ever think that I'm like, that information is in my head. Like, I always feel every day like, I need to improve. Gosh, I sucked on this show. What the hell was I doing at this particular point? What the actual?
Especially when you look at yourself on the.
Yeah, I hate watching myself. I don't watch my shows.
Do you sometimes?
No.
Do you hate the way you host?
Yeah. Sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, so,
I thought it was just me.
Wait. I look at myself. No, let me tell you. First, let's be real. I don't watch my shows.
Why?
I cannot stand seeing myself. I can watch myself when I'm probably acting or when I'm doing fun skits or when I'm dancing. But when I'm hosting, like standing there saying things, I should be like, wait, so what the hell was I doing at this point? So why is my mouth?
What did I even think?
Why? So what? I hate
The
it.
whys are too much.
Yeah, I seriously cannot watch myself. And people think I'm crazy, but for real, I can't watch myself. And I'm not about to start watching myself. But what I'll do, I'll read feedback.
You should actually, because you do a very good job.
I read feedback so that I can know what people like, so I can do it again next time. Okay,
But
what you didn't
with
like.
that feedback I've gotten from so many people, myself, I don't like seeing myself on.
Yeah, I don't like watching myself. You
Like,
will never
what the
find me
fuck am I
watching
even
myself.
talking about?
Yeah, I'm just like, so that's the best you could wear on this day. No, seriously, you have a whole closet. Baby, that's the one.
And then you chose this.
Okay.
That's what you chose.
So at this particular point, did you have to do that to your head? Like, sis, don't you think you could have done better?
Yeah.
So why are you acting like you have never been on I hate watching myself. I'm like, I'm always, part of the time I'm like, so you deserve to be paid for that kind of shit? Like,
Oh no.
so yeah, and I think it's, let me tell you, and I don't think it's a bad thing because I think for any artistic human being, I think 3/4 of the time you're always like, what the fuck is this,
Yeah,
though?
yeah.
What the hell am I doing?
I need to do better.
Yeah, and that's part of being like just a creative person, because your
it
creativity,
is.
every time you paint a leaf, tomorrow you're thinking of making it a tree, the other day you're thinking, oh, it could be an orchard, and then the other day you're thinking, oh, it could be a whole plantation,
Yeah.
and then the other thing it could be a whole yard, you know, and then the other day you're thinking a vineyard.
You
So
just
with
need to
yeah,
improve
so I
every
think the great thing about creativity is there's always room for
Improvement.
we can do more.
Yeah.
Even not necessarily improvement, this could be perfect, but you're like, okay,
do
now
more.
what? Let's do something great.
Yeah.
But the moment you find yourself, you're feeling like there's no more you can do from here, then I think you're stagnating, and that's a bad thing. Me and Angela, like,
Yeah.
oh, we have.
Being stagnant?
Yeah. So for me, I'm okay with the fact that I'm always willing to see what more. There's more you can
growth.
do. Yeah, and like the Bible says, to whom more is given, much more is expected. Yeah, trust me, we know the Lord. I cuss a lot, but I know the Lord.
Oh.
Don't get it twisted.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you've said you're a mother.
Yeah.
I'm a mother too, actually.
Yeah.
So what advice can you give to young mothers, especially the single mothers?
Yeah.
Single moms, simple. When people tell me what advice can you give, especially to single mothers, let me tell you, being a single mother is not a disability. So don't make it look like, what advice do you have for single mothers? Honey, you're just a man. Only that, you know, you gotta do the most.
Yeah.
But it's
You
not
have
a
to try.
yeah, it's not a disability
But
being
you
a
know,
single mom.
At times you get people judging these single moms, like for example, for instance, maybe you get a child when you're young. People are like, oh, you don't need to do that. You're still
So
young.
Why did you do this?
People think like it's
No, and
a
that's
crime to
okay.
be
No,
one.
and that's okay. I mean, when you're in school,
Yeah.
when you're 21,
Yeah.
I got my child 21. So of course,
Same to me.
at that particular time, they expect you to probably be focusing more on your undergrad, and then boom, you're pregnant. It's okay for people to be like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
And people will always have their
yeah, it's okay.
opinions.
And then
They always judge you.
the moment you realize that you got your child at 21 and they're gonna judge that, and then you sit back and realize you could even get married, and then you and your husband probably choose not to probably get a child. No, here's a sequence I'm trying to do. You realize you could want to do things so well as per society standards, but still realize no matter how well you try to do them, they'll still judge you.
Yeah.
One, you're in campus, right? You graduate, fantastic. Then they'll be like, can you own a boyfriend?
Yeah.
And you went, you did that thing. They wanted you to get the degree, right?
Yeah.
You don't have a boyfriend. Okay, now you decide, okay, let me get this boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Now you get a boyfriend. Now they start again. Kwani he's not proposing.
Mtoto.
You went ahead to get the boyfriend that they wanted. They should now chill and let you be, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, so he's not getting married. Okay, now you put pressure. Now he goes on one knee. You get married. Then they start, you're not getting kids.
Yeah.
You see the pressure again, and you're doing things as per their thingy.
Yeah.
And then now you get a kid. Then they're like, kwani ni mtoto moja tu?
Yeah.
Kwani umzali mwingine? Ama hamna.
Ambao ulikuwa unatokiwa
So
shule.
the moment you
society.
realize that even if you do things by the book,
Yeah.
they're still gonna judge you. Honey, do what you gotta do. Me, really.
For you?
For me, let me tell you, with all due respect, I am in love with the beauty that comes from chaos.
Yeah.
I don't seek perfection.
It makes you improve.
I don't seek perfection, and yeah, I got a child at 21. So what? Did I die?
No.
Did the university close? No, I still went back. So chill. Don't worry, and also don't make it look like, oh, what advice do you have for single mom? My advice is being a single mom is not a
Be yourself.
disability. It's not a disability at all. So just do what you have to do, and stay in touch with your family. I feel like family is everything.
Yeah.
Sure it is.
Yeah, like how your mom will come through. I'm lucky enough to have my mom around.
Yeah.
So
Probably some people don't.
yeah,
have
there's that also.
just
But I
be
hope
there
you have
for
like
your
a big
child.
sister or an auntie you
Or a
like,
friend.
or a cousin or a friends who become
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
So it's simple. There's no advice for being a single mom. The advice is being a single mom is not a disability. We're good
It
over
happens to
here.
anyone. Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're
Be
good over
good.
here. Yeah. I don't. Let me tell you two things I don't like. I don't like when they say advice for a single mom because it makes us look like there's something wrong with us.
Disability or something.
Number two, I don't like when they make it look like when they're passing laws and stuff like that, and then they're saying there's men, and then they categorize women and children in the same department. Because then I'm like, okay, women and children, because it comes from a very like looking down upon place. Like it feels very women are weak. Is that what you're trying to say?
Would you say you're a feminist?
Ha!
From your statement?
That's like
From
one.
her statement?
Let me tell you.
I mean,
Am I a feminist?
A strong one.
Let me tell you. You know, this is I love this question, honey child. Am I a feminist? 150%.
Wow.
But what am I being as a feminist?
Yeah.
For the longest time, people have associated feminism with weird extremes.
Yeah.
Like, we are fighting men,
And
or
weak.
we are like trying to be, you know, and
The
we are
heads.
being not submissive to husbands and boyfriends and whatever.
Yeah.
That is not being a feminist. Being a feminist, which I fully am, is I'm advocating for equality.
Yeah.
Only that, I'm stating my problem. And my problem is women have been left out.
Yeah.
So when I'm going to God to pray for blessings, I have to ask him for a particular blessing. I have to tell him, Lord, I want my career to look like this, like this, like this. Lord, I want to build a house in this particular area. I want to, you know. So if you're going to be, there's something called specificity, like being specific in your things.
Yeah.
So here I'm a woman who fights for equality, right?
Yeah.
But I have a problem. My problem is women have been left out in certain things. And my problem being that, then I'm going to be a feminist. This is just me naming my problem. It's not me saying, oh, women need to be crazy, oh, women need to fight men.
up.
No, and it's not a bad thing to be a feminist. And what people don't understand, men too can be feminists. Look at that. Look at someone like Barack Obama. He's like one of the coolest feminists we'll ever have. Never seen anyone fight for opportunities for a woman like he does. And I think when you see such a man with a wife and 2 girls, then you understand the need for really putting the positions of women forward. So I need people to calm down. Feminist is not a crazy person. I am just fighting for equality. I want to be respected in the boardroom. I want men to see me walk inside a boardroom and not say, I slept my way up. All right? So I'm not deserving of being here unless I, you know, I want to be, you know, there's this thing where as a woman, if you're very stern and you know what you want and you say what you want, they could call you the B word. Or she's stubborn, or she a bitch, or whatever. But if a man does the same thing, they'll be like, now that's a boss.
That's what
Now
you need.
that's a boss. So when it comes to us, then they're like, no, you need to be soft, you need to be gentle, you need to be...
Why?
We are all of that, but at the same time, so when you sit back and realize as a woman you're not supposed to be all that, then you realize this is the problem, and that's why I'm being a feminist. I'm just addressing the female issue. I'm not trying to be crazy. So men, feel free to join the feminism conversation. It's really not about extremes. And when we hear things like a woman stabbed a man to death, those are not the things we advocate for. We actually get really mad. Those are serious psychological, mental, crazy background trauma issues that have nothing to do with being a feminist.
Exactly.
When we go home,
That's
trust
very
me, to
true.
our husbands, we kneel down. Like, honey, let me know, I'ma serve you. But when we get out of the house, the level is even. You cut the check, I cut it too.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Talking about feminism, I can talk about it the whole day, so let's just move on. I'm a feminist. I think everyone knows. Even at work, what our camera guy calls me OG. I'll say, feminist, I mean, proudly.
But it's good to have a stand anyway.
I'm very opinionated. My mouth is going to be the beginning of my travels. I'm very opinionated, by the way. I have an opinion on almost everything.
So guys,
It's allowed.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
I want us to cut short on the question because I want us to do something interesting.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Don't go crazy on me.
You have to be ready.
Don't go crazy on me because I need the corporate brands to call me for jobs. So I'm not gonna be out here acting wretched.
You still have it.
Okay, cool.
So
Let's go.
let me introduce you to the game.
All right, cool.
We're gonna have a game. I ask you a question, and there, You have to choose between the question
Answering
and
the question or dare. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
If you don't answer, you have to remove one thing from your body, from whatever you've won.
Mm.
So, are you ready?
Okay.
Will you remove your wig?
Never ever.
Or like
Even at gunpoint, you would.
My wig?
Wow.
My primary school lines underneath are in ICU bed. ICU beds. Yeah.
Wow. So let's get into the questions.
Let's go.
We're gonna start with you, Delyne.
So you
I want you to
ask
start.
you?
I want you to ask.
Yeah.
Ngina.
Me, I'm not asking nobody. I'm the guest here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
cool.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a dare.
Okay.
For me, I want to dare you something. So I want you to stand up and twerk.
Oh.
Twerk?
You have to twerk or remove one thing from your body. So choose
100%.
one.
I'm removing something from my body.
Allah. Allah.
No, why can't you just twerk?
My
Just
twerking
wiggle.
skills are not.
Ngina.
Let me tell
And the way we've been seeing you from
I don't
Instagram,
twerk.
you
No, I dance. I dance a lot, but
Okay.
twerking
do we
skills.
do we change that question
My
to
twerking.
dance?
You have to at least
No, but you
dance
say I
to
can't dance without music.
can't
So
put
no,
some music.
she already asked the
We
question.
put some
Twerk.
music
No,
on.
no.
Okay.
Twerking. My twerking skills are definitely not for the club or for the public. My twerking skills belong to the Mr. Man. So I'ma respect my man.
Wow.
You know.
Lucky him then.
Lucky you,
Yes,
whoever you
so
are.
dear bwana wa
Wherever
mabwana. Yeah, so yeah, for sure.
Okay, so yeah.
You've removed what?
I've removed my. It's a Rolex, guys.
Ooh.
My Rolex is out. My Rolex
We
is
are
out.
sorry.
My Rolex is
We
out.
are sorry.
You know.
Step on us.
Ah,
yeah.
what question? Do you want to come in with a question?
For you.
For,
Yeah. I have a question for
Gosh.
you.
Uh-oh.
So, what is that one thing that you have ever done that you regret? With your boyfriend, when you be specific.
Oh.
That you regret.
I can
doing.
answer for her.
No! It's for her! So tell us. Ile kitu moja umefanya,
I'm
regret.
dying to answer that question.
Okay, you will after her.
No, for her, not me, mine. Her scenario. I know her scenario that she should regret. Not me. No. I'm saying I want to answer her question for her.
Okay, akijibu wrong. you will
Okay,
have it.
let's see if she's gonna be honest. It has
has
to
to
be
be.
that.
Oh, no.
It has to be that. It has
Why
to.
does she have to know me?
You don't have to
I
lie.
know the answer, guys. So I'm watching. Is she
Akina
lying?
Nina,
Honey.
I really don't regret anything.
No, you have
Liar.
to. Tuambie ama tuambie.
Me
I can't
tasema.
say it. I can't say it.
Just you
But
or
I don't
her, she
regret
has to say.
anything.
No,
Just say no. You have
say
to.
it.
Okay,
Yeah, I have
guys.
You have to say
This is
it.
it. I don't regret anything.
No, you
Everything
have
that
to.
happened at that time,
Is she lying?
Abeg.
it's
From the
okay.
look of things, you're lying.
Abeg. Come on.
It was
She's trying to
it
give
was
us
worth
a.
it while it
She's trying to
lasted.
give
So
us a textbook answer. That sounds great. Omo. Ha.
No, you have to tell
Oh,
us.
let me be quiet because my own.
You have to tell us.
that was it.
Okay,
I don't
fine.
regret
That's fine.
it.
Okay, cool.
It happened for that
I'll
time.
get you.
I
It's
wish.
time to move on now for other experiences, you know.
Okay.
I mean,
Cool.
So, next. It's you.
so I have a dare.
For me? Why are you all daring me? Y'all need to ask me questions. Don't dare me no
Really
more.
dare you.
Yeah, just ask me a question. I don't want to be dared because I'm not giving in to your dares. I'm removing all my clothes for sure.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Have you ever? No. What's your worst scenario that you felt like at work that you felt like, oh shit, my boss has seen this? Worst scenario? Or your colleagues have seen this that you didn't want them to see, but they did anyway.
Gosh, do I have that?
You don't?
No, because
Oh, you're good. You were good when
She's a
at
good
work.
girl.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not a good girl, but there's nothing.
You know, if funny thing, do you allow me to anika you before people?
Exposure.
Exposure. Guys, imagine this is a good girl. She doesn't take
Yeah, I think also I don't have moments of because I'm sober 3/4 all the time. I don't drink. I don't do it. So
Why don't you drink? Actually?
Wow.
I really don't have a reason as to why I don't drink. I've
And
just
she's
never
But
done
you
it.
you love to.
No, it doesn't bother me. I feel like if I haven't bothered up until now, I'm good.
Wow.
Wow.
I wish I was you.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't drink. It's not even. So I don't think I really have a lot of embarrassing moments. I don't even have those stories on last night week because because I am sober the whole time. If anything, I'm the one who is carrying secrets about people and they're heavy on me. And because I cannot air them out, you know the way you've gone out to people and then you've seen them at their worst because they're drunk and so you keep them to yourself. I'm going to the grave with secret friends.
Wow.
So
Have a
for me,
very-
none.
A very interesting story.
Because I'm sober all the time.
Something that happened. There was this time I was called for a casting interview. So it was a bit late. I casted late because we were too many and then time ran out. So after I'm just done, it was around 7. And at this place, kulikuwanga na swimming pool. In that swimming pool, kumefunikwa. I didn't even notice.
Wow.
So I'm just walking. I'm like, still tensed about how it's gonna be, you know. So I'm just walking on my way, going home. I didn't notice the pool has been covered because your cover, it looks like tiles. So I didn't know. On my step, guess what?
No
Shook.
way. Were you tipsy?
No.
Wow.
So I was like,
So how do we help her?
shit, and everyone is there.
How can you?
Everyone is back
They
there.
should have
Like,
just
shit,
given
what
you.
happened?
Did they
Some
give you
people-
did you get the call, the casting? You did? They were like, this one we can't give her the job. This one we can't. We
She
can't
even
even
not
see
sober.
what is on.
this one. No, it's not even about sing. This one we can't give her the job.
For so much.
That's how you might have done so well, but that action is the reason why they didn't give you the job.
Okay,
And-
ulikuwa na nguo zingine ama you were just you?
How?
Nguo gani?
So what did you do
So
though?
how did you go home?
I had to call an Uber and then ask him like if
And then
he
you're
can
in the
come with
car,
something I
yeah.
can cover so that I don't
So you were
water.
just wet all the way.
Oh gosh, I felt so bad. That was so
that
disappointing.
statement,
And
you're wet all the way.
the worst part is that people were laughing.
No, but she was just wet all the way.
And I was like,
This girl.
oh my goodness,
Yeah.
guys.
It's been happening for a long time. You
That is really dangerous. But at least if you're covering your pool, please cover it and have a caution there.
And
But next time be careful.
the fact that nobody else fell in the pool, it has to be a you problem. It's not about the
It's
cover.
like,
It's a you
shit,
problem
how did
for
I
sure.
not see this?
No, it's a you problem for sure.
That was
So you
really
go
bad.
back.
That was really bad.
It was a you problem.
Any other questions you have from Gina or Dale? Deal.
Okay, so when you were young, tulikuanga chiki by the way tukiwa wadogo. So tunatule vitu tungefanyanga. Unakuja mama na kuscall, umefanya hivi. Have you ever stolen when you were young?
Yeah.
What did you steal?
Money and
From?
my mom's purse. All the
What
damn
was the
time.
aftermath? Alikuchapa,
I don't know. I'm tempted to say my mom was a baller. She was never noticing money's missing, you know. But
Wow.
no. Seriously, she never noticed when I took money from her purse.
Even one day.
No, but she noticed when I would like leak. I'm admitting, yeah, mama stole money from me. Yeah, I did that, and she would never notice.
Not even a single day.
No.
But I've seen your mom from your Instagram. She's really cool.
She's
She looks
popping.
cool.
She's popping.
Okay.
That
It
one.
was for my
The
mom.
momsy is popping. So yeah, she never noticed. So I like to say my mom was a baller, so she had so much. But no, I'm joking. I'm saying this respectfully. So she didn't notice when I was taking money from her purse, but I got into a lot of trouble for what? I think I'm just those people who classmates make her times 10. Violetta Ngina times 100.
Times
Me. I was so noisy, so my mom was like always had to address my diary every day. Violetta needs to learn how to just come
Hadi
in
ulisoma shule mlikuwa mnaandikiwa diary.
every day. I went to good schools, honey.
Hey.
Ah, please.
Huku ni wapi huku?
Me, I've gone to good school.
Where
Kama
is
tukienda
this?
shule.
My mom invested in my education only for me to waste her school fees and become a cartoon.
You didn't win.
Yeah. So I think the only issue that my mom would address most of the time is the fact that I am the class party master. I'm the one talking the whole day,
Party master.
noise maker. I am the one who can never shut down. I am just the one who does the most. But stealing money
kama
should be
umenyamaza, it's either umelala
up
ama
until
unakula.
now, like when I'm funny thing is I'm full of energy and I'm lit and I'm happy a lot of times. And they say you need to check up on people who are like this because probably they are hiding the most. Yeah. But anyway, no, I'm just joking. So up until now, when I'm just quiet in my zone, which I happen to be sometimes, everyone thinks I'm sad or I'm going through something. So I've taught people that I am always,
Even when you're at
so
your
even
sad
when I'm
moment.
just chilling, they think I'm going through something.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's crazy because now I feel
It's
like
unlike you.
You still have the same energy when you're really sad.
when I'm sad, I rarely show people that I'm sad. I'm the type of person to cry in my pillow the whole night
Yeah,
and then
you get
wake up and
Nothing
yeah.
happened.
Just smiling.
I cry
Ah.
in my bed. That pillow of mine has secrets. I am guys, shout out to
but
our
it's allowed,
pillows.
eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
you will
so
never but you'll never find me carrying it to work or to
Yeah.
my friends.
Yeah.
But I think when I'm going through the most, just don't be silly around me because I can. You will
You won't
collect.
expect it.
Yeah, you will collect for sure. You shall collect. Yeah.
Okay.
But naturally, I'm
We
just
call it
hyper.
off for the game.
Yay!
I have a last
Thank God.
question for you.
Okay.
There's this video you shot, and you were saying like you've quitted working with.
Oh, Jalango TV.
I'm very sure people are like,
Oh yeah, everyone was
she
going
said
crazy.
this, and what's happening?
No, I did not quit from Jalango TV. And even if I was two, there will still be a lot of work that I would do with him. So no, I didn't quit from Jalango TV. It was a prank because I was like, guys, I need to go to the States and be Quavo's assistant who gets paid 500,000 a day for just holding the umbrella and doing assistant duties. So Kenyans normalize watching shows from the beginning to the end. It was just prank.
So it was a prank. You were prank.
It wasn't a prank,
You were
really.
pranking
I was telling Jalango, you need to pay me more.
Oh.
It was actually for him. You need to pay me more, or I go work for Quavo as an assistant.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jalango is definitely one of the most amazing human beings. I'm so honored and privileged that I can get to learn and work and have him as not my boss but my co-host.
Wow.
And he's a boss who allows you to be his
good,
co-host.
Good energy
So
and
yeah,
all.
he's fantastic. He's amazing. So no, we're still there. We'll be there for longer, but just look out for amazing other things that we are going to do. Yes, I'm there.
Oh,
Chill.
shout out to
Chill.
Jalango.
Yeah, he's an
Oh,
amazing guy. You need to host him.
We
We should
should,
make that happen.
Yeah.
Maybe through you we can.
Don't worry, say
I
no
mean,
more.
we've got the connection.
Father Christmas is here. All of you get gifts. It's gonna happen. Yeah, that was fun. I'm always the one asking questions. So when I'm being asked and then I'm panicking, that's why I'm like, I'm so excited you're done. Because I'm like,
panicking.
Don't ask more questions.
no.
Panicking.
Because I'm the one who always asks people questions. Then I'm like, is this what people feel? You know?
You
Then you don't know
know.
what you're being asked next.
Yeah.
So what should people expect from
A
them?
lot. Oh God. From me, vibes. A lot of vibes. A lot of authenticity in my content, for sure.
Really nice.
A lot of collaboration with international stars.
Wow.
Because me.
Oh, come to that. I've seen you've worked with this Nigerian guy on
Broda
that
Shaggi.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
That was nice, right?
Yeah.
I was acting as a gold digger, but I did not feel like I was acting.
Do you
That
guys,
role
are
was
you guys
so
going to continue with
a lot. I plan
wow.
on hosting a lot of fantastic things. My pinnacle, of course, for me is Hollywood. Eventually, that's the pinnacle for everything. Like, I mean, that's where the creme de la creme of presenters are. So if you want to work with the best, you also have to look at where the best are. So my eye is fixed on the international place. I feel like that's where the creme de la creme of all what I'm doing is. So I'm building everything to work in that direction. I'm so excited because I also will be collaborating with a lot of African stars from South Africa to Nigeria to Ghana. A lot of good things. So for me, just be prepared to see a whole lot of representation. I'm so happy to represent my country in different things. And yeah, so I just sit back, relax, and wait for amazing representation out there.
And
We are not
Yeah.
ready for you.
For sure. I just want to go there and represent my country very well and just be where it's happening. I mean, if I'm thinking of where the greatness of this industry is, then it's Hollywood, and then it's Nigeria, it's South Africa, it's it's all those things. It's hosting BET, it's hosting Grammys, it's being on panels with people like Global Citizen, it's being on, you know, wildlife forums on an international scope. So if I can get a seat on that table, which is exactly what we're working towards, then that's the direction we're taking. And it's going to happen, you know, that's the whole thing. Like everything your mind can vision can happen. You just have to now learn how to work your ass off for it.
So who is your role model?
My role model, when it comes to, I have role models in
Someone
different
that
things.
you're looking up to, like,
In terms of being a presenter,
in terms of being a
career-wise, hey, no brainer, bonanga.
Oh, we're now seeing the louder part of her.
Bonang Mateba.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Bonang Mateba because she is a woman and she's doing it and she's fantastic and she's not stopping.
Oh.
I have Katleho. Oh, that guy is, yo. I look at him, I'm like, so what does it feel to be God's favorite?
Oh.
What does it feel? And then my all time, I can never go a day without watching these two people. Trevor Noah, for sure. That's my, hey, mine is so bad even now, it's beginning to feel more like a crush.
I was coming up.
No, it's not though, because it's not though. I think, no, it's, for me, it has always been about just this young guy born a crime in South Africa at a time when apartheid was at its most, and then now he's born a crime, he has to go through all of that, and then now he hosted this year's Grammy.
Yeah.
Do you know what the Grammy is?
Yeah, what?
Like, no. Do you know what the Grammy is? Wow. Exactly. So when you see such stories, me, I wasn't even born a crime. I was born in a country where I was allowed to be, you know. He was born in a country where they would have killed him if his grandmother, if you followed his story, was not hiding him under the bed. Yeah. You know. So when you see such a guy, and now he's hosting the Grammys, and now he's doing the Daily
really
Show,
great.
and he's a black man, and he is now the boss, and he's being accorded the respect that he deserves. And you're like, you know what? This shit is actually doable. So for me, Trevor Noah all day, every day. Yo, I love him.
You can't sleep without watching him.
I have to. If you check my Instagram, top search, Trevor Noah.
Wow.
And then also, of course, finally, the Queen of American television, Oprah.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. Oprah is a constant reminder that this game is content over clout.
Yeah, very true.
For me, that is what Oprah does for me. Look at her. How old is she now? She's been in, how old is she? And she's been in the game. And when she coughs, even now, you sit up and like, at your service, ma'am. But you see, we are in a generation where everyone is going for social media validation.
Yeah.
What is happening to my weddings? Yeah, so we're in an era where everyone is looking for social media validation, and then you realize this person popped for 2 years and then they're gone. And even in those 2 years, there was no content really. It was just very things that you didn't scratch the surface.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, Oprah is a constant reminder of that. The process will take forever, but it's going to be worth it. Just keep putting out good content out there, and don't
Someone
worry.
will notice.
Yeah, someone, and the right person.
Long.
You know, you could be putting out content, people are noticing it, but it's all the wrong people and it's all the wrong content. But when you see Oprah being the Queen of American television right now, and even us who are popping on Instagram can't even come close to her, then you're like, honey, don't ever compromise your integrity and dignity and your brain for the things that the world has become right now. So every time I'm feeling like I'm struggling, I run to Oprah to be constantly reminded is just keep going. Okay?
Wow.
Keep moving.
Keep moving, guys.
Trevor Noah is
Crush.
He's getting to that. You're in denial.
No, he's not my crush, but
So who is your crush?
Celebrity crush?
Yeah.
Funny thing, I don't have a celebrity crush.
Trevor.
Oh, you're okay.
She's in denial.
I don't have a celebrity crush.
No, we have one for you.
Oh, Trevor Noah. I can take that because I love him. I love him.
Finally.
I love him. Like, he is the most, he's smart and funny. And for me, just being able to tell people things they need to hear, but still maintain humor. You know, I love him, and just also because he's the constant reminder that it doesn't matter where you come from.
Yeah, you can do it.
You will do it. Not you can, you will do it. You just have to start doing it and never stop doing it.
yourself.
Yeah, I love Trevor now all day, every day. Oh, I can't wait to meet him because I'm meeting him for sure. For sure. I hope we're meeting him when he's single.
By the way.
Yeah, very much so.
Oh,
So she's free, guys.
single
Yeah, single.
and searching
Searching, I don't search. If it finds me,
and to be searched.
And ready to mingle.
I'm not. I think I'm very selective, but I think I've been picking all the wrong ones. So I'm just like, God, even with the selective thing I have going on, I still
Don't
pick.
worry, you still have
The
to
wrong
pick.
one.
Yeah, but I'm not searching really because I feel like the moment I tell myself I'm searching,
Yeah.
I will collect. So I'm just like,
Maharagwe.
when it happens at the right time with the right person, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish you well.
You're not gonna die
So
fast.
unfortunately, we are finishing up.
Thanks for having
And
me.
I
That's
would,
great.
before that, I would like you to advise someone who looks at you and
Me?
wants to be. Definitely!
Who am I?
Definitely, yeah.
For me,
An
what I
advice?
Advice.
Yeah. Someone who's going
Let me-
to that
Direction.
yeah,
Okay.
direction.
Be very authentic. I mean, be very authentic. Because every day I have to wake up and be very honest with my craft so that I don't ever reach a point where someone is asking me a question like, how do you plan on continuing to be relevant in the game?
Yeah.
I feel like relevance, that question of being relevant comes when you're out here picking clouds and all. So umemaliza hii phase ya cloud. So what's the next cloud to remain relevant? But I think when you're solidly authentic, you're solid yourself, you're doing that thing that feels so fundamentally true to you, then every day you're relevant because every day you're living in your truth. So for me, I'm like, because if I wake up today and I'll be like, I want to host like Tyra Banks. So that means when I start copying Tyra Banks, and when I realize people don't like Tyra Banks, then I'm like, okay, which personality can I copy?
go to? Yeah.
But when every day you show
have
up
to change
as, you have to
personalities every time and then.
But every day when you show up as the host, Ngina,
Yeah.
I'm not going to,
Have to.
The only thing I'll only do is keep thinking of what more can I do
Yeah.
to get better and to be in the right places.
Yeah.
So, dear young girl or even older, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Be very authentic in your craft and be so passionate about it that it's not about the money. The money will come, but be so passionate about it that the money is the last thing on your mind. Because the moment the money is the first thing in your mind, you're not passionate about this shit,
you're not.
right? And money
That's
will, money.
Messes
Every
up.
day I pray that money never becomes my driving force, right? Of course, I want
We've
to
seen
live.
how much money have messed up some
Yeah, and I don't get it twisted. I want money. Please,
all want
please,
money.
God, don't get it twisted. But I want it to come because someone somewhere is paying my worth for my passion.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to sell you my passion. I want to give you my passion.
And you
I want to
receive
give it to you.
what
And
you-
then you're paying me for that.
Yeah.
I don't want to now come into a room. First, I'm convincing you on how much to pay me. I want you to see it yourself because you're like, now this,
what
you
I
see
need.
this right here.
It's good.
This is what people book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, every day is authenticity.
Oh.
Number one. Number two, which is also number one, also staying passionate. And just,
It goes hand in hand.
it goes hand in
Yeah.
hand. I'm very passionate about hosting. I'm very passionate about being a presenter. I'm very passionate about emceeing. It's not about how we get to get glammed up and look pretty and hang out with the who's and who's. All of that is like the last thing in my mind.
What
Me, I
people
want
get.
to go to a room, light up the place, make you happy, give you a reason, give you information. And when that is done, that's payment already on its own.
Yeah.
The check is just another thing. But me just doing an event well, the audience is happy, the feedback is great, you've taken home what you needed to take home.
Yeah.
That's what's that. So stay authentic, be in your passion, and don't compromise. honey, you're gonna get a lot of situations where you're almost about to compromise.
You have to compromise.
You have to like probably, oh, this one is telling you sleep with me so I can.
No.
The moment someone is telling you, first they think you're talentless, so they're like, well,
let me give her this option because she you know, a very quick
don't
one.
do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's not necessary.
Because I don't understand. If you're so good at what you do, this person should also need it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're selling yourself out.
You
there.
need it.
You
So
sell
if
your-
you're hiring a top presenter for your job, you as the person hiring, you know you need a top presenter. So if I got the skill, why again are we exchanging sexual services? So that means
it's not possible.
I'm not only, if anything, you're not even paying me. I'm the one paying you and I'm giving you the service. Wait, what? Don't you think you're ungrateful? So don't be scared to turn down some things and be like, no, I'm not going to do that. Trust me, many more will come. Many
always
more
a
will
way
come
for
in
you.
truth. And you're going to be so happy that you remained yourself. And to all these people that like asking for sexual favors, y'all need to get yourselves in order.
I wanted us to finish with a dance.
Oh no, we ain't dancing. If you want to see me dance, check my Instagram. I dance every once in a while. I am popping hey, I'm a piano and all those things.
Out.
I'm a
Probably you can tell guys where they can
my
find
Instagram,
you.
the host on
host.
Instagram for sure. Just find me.
YouTube. Do you have a channel on YouTube or
No, because I'm not like YouTube content. But yeah, there is a channel. Just search the host everywhere on YouTube, everywhere. You'll find me. Just search the host on everything, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. Yeah, and my number is 0721. Fine.
And don't forget to follow Finyod at Instagram.
Yeah, and subscribe to Finyod.
Twitter, Facebook, everything Finyod.
Yeah.
And guys, this is the end.
Thank you for having me. That was fun.
Oh, that was really
We are
fun.
very grateful actually.
That was fun, right? I had so much fun. So can we go eat because I'm hungry? And when I get hungry,
So let's close this up. Guys, remember to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. Be ready for another content next time. Remember, we have the gist. Ciao.